Boston's this like intellectual hub. You have so much going on. You know, you have this historic landscape. I live here and then I work 10 miles away and you're in historic farmland. There's still, you know, the same stone walls and fields and trees and everything that were there when John Adams was writing the Constitution. You know, it's amazing. This is the sewing headquarters. Right now, I'm in the process of making, I think it's like 26 feet of quilt for that piece that's going to Chicago. And it all starts with these little tiny pieces. Those turn into these. I really like this like optical, it's like tumbling block, it's called the pattern, but creates this optical illusion. Oh, there's my sailor's flag. Woohoo! Yeah, this is gonna have like a nautical theme. I feel like wherever I am, I start making work that has some kind of a local reference to it. And I've been kind of fascinated with being back by the ocean and that whole like marine culture. My work is about self-sufficiency, about the ability to make whatever it is you need to live. So now I'm like, well, instead of making everything on a table saw and then having it talk about self-sufficiency, like why don't I sit down and actually be making things in the manner that I'm having the object speak about. This is called a shaving horse. It's like super old-fashioned, super simple, just, it's a vice basically. Yeah, there's something just really satisfying to me about the process of taking a raw material and in a few seconds just totally transforming it into something that could be an actual like functional thing one day. You know, you don't hear that ambient electrical noise of power tools. There's a lot more intimacy in this. At one point, my dog decided to sit inside it. This is the whole gallery that I'm in. It's called Crafting Settlements. It's all about one person and the kind of irony of these utopian societies and, you know, kind of what it takes to erect one building, let alone a series of buildings and all this manpower, but all coming down to one person executing it. Here's the bike-drawn prairie wagon. So I never realized that my work was so personal until I had to, you know, I felt the pressure of having to speak about the work, move around the work, you know, these like hordes of people that I had to give a talk to, and it's like, this is just deeply ironic. It's just me talking about wanting to recede from society and be alone, and I've got to get up in front of a group of 60 people and talk about it. It's funny, because I never meant it to be as like narrative as it sort of came out, and I think part of that is like working with an institution that has to come up with public programming and the language that they come up with, and now I get these little letters addressed to like, dear settler, what do you what do you make for food every day? You know, it's like these kids like asking these questions, and I'm like, oh my God, these are blowing my mind. I don't, you know, what did you do that you had to leave society to live here? You know, like I didn't do anything. I want to live here. Like, don't you want to live here? I want to live here.